Okay, folks. I'm here late this evening, so I was checking the YouTube. I saw some complaints about, how people weren't holding faith with Gibson and they're buying these Chesters and all that kind of stuff. Well, there's a few more things you need to address with that issue. In that Gibson broke faith with the buyers years ago by not following the laws of marketing, the God of marketing's laws, such as you introduce new products, new electronics, new designs, and you charge high for those new ones, okay? You can't keep charging higher and higher prices for the same product. It doesn't work that way, okay? It's just that simple. You understand? Well, Gibson depended upon their good name, and their mystique of Les Paul, and their other, well-known guitars, to skim that market too long, and now they're getting their ass kicked. It's a long time coming, but it finally came. And what's proving my point are these reintroduction models, okay? And the latest one is a reintroduction of 59 Gold Top, okay? One of my favorite guitars, a 1959 Gold Top. Yeah, I don't own a 59, but anyway, if you look at that guitar they introduced, it's really nice looking, okay? Until you turn around and you see it's made up of 5 different pieces of wood. 5. And they're not even straight. They're at angles. It's kind of like they fell off the saw onto the floor, they saved them, and now they glue them back together and call it Les Paul. So that means that the entire name of Les Paul is going down the shitter, because the quality of Gibson's going down the shitter. When they put 5 pieces together, they're going to get called Les Paul, for God's sakes. Now, if you own a real one, or real ones, wouldn't that make you mad as hell? Because they're screwing up your value of your guitars. Left and right, they're doing it, and they're doing it right now. Take a look. Oh, by the way, it used to mean in blood, you bought a guitar from Gibson, it came in a case. Not anymore. They're selling this $1,400 piece of shit box, and it comes in a kit bag. A plastic kit bag. Don't believe me? Look at their website. Okay? What is the craziest shit is ever happening is happening now. 4 years ago, when I bought this one, okay, and it's a custom. This is a custom studio. Right? $1,400 4 years ago. Right? I couldn't come close to the quality of this guitar anymore from Gibson, I don't think. I looked at a few of the more recent ones like, oh shit, that's not good. And if I had the money, if I was somebody out looking for a guitar, had $5,000 or $6,000 I wanted to spend, I wouldn't spend it on a Gibson guitar now, because you're going to get inferior qualities compared to 5 years ago, 4 years ago. You're 4 years too late. But they're still, God, it makes me mad. They're still selling the same guitars for the same prices, but they're much less quality. That's all there is to it. Okay. Now on this guitar, there's $60 for electronics inside here, right here. 150, 150. Okay. The rest of the hardware will be $200. Okay. Now this is solid wood, because I had tested. I had weighed and I had looked at, because I didn't want to end up with a guitar that had hollow spots all through it. At the time, that worried me, But no, this is a solid one, okay? They didn't make up the excuse. We're trying to make them lighter weight so they're easier to play. Oh boy, what a crock of shit. So anyway, this is a hell of a nice guitar, okay? Now, something else to think about is that, say you're with your friends, you're well known, and they invite you to a birthday party with a good friend, okay? And they say, bring your guitar, because there'll be a band there who wants you to play, and we'll have a good time. Well, sure. Now, would I bring this, my $1,400 one, Well, yeah, I might bring it. Okay, I definitely would bring a Chester. Who cares? I drop that. It gets stolen. But when I walk down or drive down to my storage facility, open up the safe, take out a humidifier, sign it out, call my insurance agent up and say, Mike, I'm about to take a $10,000 or $50,000 guitar to a beer bash with some buddies for Bubba. Yeah, right. In a New York minute, okay. That would be just plain stupid. I can see Bubba getting drunk going, I want to play your guitar, Dave. Well, this one, I got my hands, so I probably wouldn't let him do it. The Chester, knock yourself out, Bubba. Do the Chuck Berry routine. Go ahead, duck walk that sucker across the stage. If he dropped it, broke it, hey, shit, I'll get another one tomorrow. Drop him like this one, well, I probably have a little tougher time getting one. I'd get it. Drop all the other ones, I'd freaking have a heart attack, break the neck off, and shove it in his head. Okay? Now, if I was some kind of big-time performing musician, 20 or 30,000 people, 50,000 people, okay? Hell, Gibson gives you a guitar. It's like, hey, come on in here, Slash. Pick up that $10,000, buy, get 6 or 7 in your hands and take them home with you for free. Or, since you're making millions, invest in a 59 Les Paul Gold Top for $400,000 and play that on stage. Which he does. But the minute it leaves his hands, it goes in the hands of a guard and into a safe, so no one can steal it. Duh. Anyway, the whole point about buying a Chester is that if you're a kid, you can't afford $3,000. That's tuition. That's a car. Okay. If you're a kid, you can afford $500 or $600 and make one hell of a guitar. I actually decided to make one out for my first shot at doing this. I wanted to make one out of an actual, Les Paul type. That's from Gibson. Okay, this is my Epster. It's got some zebra pups on it. It's actually, see, look at this. Epiphone, ooh, nasty. Epiphone special model, Gibson. Nice little tiny fast neck on this turkey. Anyway, I went ahead and put extra tone and volume, built that in there, right? Changed some hardware up. Threw on a nicer pick guard and well, hell, this thing plays really nice. I like it. And it's faster than shit, this little neck on this thing. It's like, wow! Now, if I dropped it and broke it, I'll get another one. Who cares? I'm not going to cry about it, okay? I dropped one of my other ones, that I keep safe. Yeah, I'd be in tears, and I probably couldn't replace it, okay? That's just all there is to it. And I definitely couldn't go back to Gibson and say, I want 1980 this, that, or the other, because it'd be a piece of shit. It might be made somewhat the same, but it sure ain't going to be the same. And it sure don't have the same memories for me as the one I had originally would either, come to think of it. Now, here's one that's pretty neat. Okay. It's a nice little guitar. It weighs the same as the rest of them. Okay. It's got some hellacious pickups and electronics in it. Okay. Actually, these pups are nicer than the ones that are in my Gibson. They're more expensive too. And this is a Les Paul Chester. Okay. Isn't that amazing? It's got that fake abalone. Just Les Paul and Les Paul Standard and la 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 la. I just recently found out this maple flame top, even though it's kind of a shitty one, compared to the good ones, is real. It's the damnest thing I've ever seen. To open this thing up and look and find out this is actually not pieces of maple, it's not veneer, and it's not printed paper. It's real. It's just not the same quality, okay? Because I can tell you it's better quality flame maple than this thing, right? Anyway, it's pretty nice. But it cost me about $200, okay? And with the electronics I put in it, it cost me about $500, and it's a hell of a playing guitar. It's really nice. It sounds just like the one I just set down, because that's the way I set it up. Well, no, I'll take that back. This one actually sounds a little better because it's got better pups in it, okay, than the Gibson pups, which just about anyone's willing to tell you that unless you want an authentic sound, there are better pups out there than what Gibson sells, okay? But that's about it. That's all I got time to say. And main thing is that your kid, buy a Chester, learn how to modify one, because you modify, you know, any guitar you get, you're probably going to modify it. And have a good time with it. Don't worry about it. You can always get another one. But if you got $3,000, you're too late. The quality is sailed. The ship is gone. And if Gibson's still in business in 2-3 years, I'll be damn surprised. Especially if Peavy doesn't own them. Okay? Have a good one. I'm a gone. Anyone else to say anything knows how to get in touch.